What's up, guys? We are here talking about GameStop and the crazy saga that is continuing, but let's go through the standard disclaimers. Investing is risky. Invest at your own risk. You can lose lots of money. You can make lots of money as well. This is not considered financial advice. This is for entertainment purposes only. So, take everything I say with a huge grain of salt. Also, disclaimer, I own one share of GameStop. So, in theory, I actually want GameStop to go up in value so I make more money. Common sense, right? If you own something, you want it to be more valuable. So, always make sure that you understand the sources of information and look into things and do your own research. Alright, let's talk about GameStop. So, last night we had some huge news and it pretty much a nuclear bomb went off for GameStop last night. So, you can see the price just tanked once again down to about $60 today. And we'll talk about why this was a very obvious tank because of what happened. Like I told you, the nuclear bomb happened last night. Last night on the Wall Street Bets Reddit, we had Deep Effing Value post his daily YOLO update. So that's great, right? But look at the headline here. GME YOLO update February 3rd, 2021. Heads up, gonna back off the daily updates for now. What that means is he's not going to post daily updates anymore. He literally just told everyone, I'm done posting updates. That is the nuclear bomb right there, because when DFV doesn't show you his stats, everyone's going to be talking about, did he sell out? Is he gone? What's going on? Oh my god, DFV is out. We're out. Like, Diamond Hands is not a thing anymore. So DFV is the leader of this. Even though he didn't intend to be the leader of this, he is the leader and he controls a ton of power. By posting this, it is a warning sign to everyone that is smart enough to realize what this means. Heads up, gonna back off for the daily updates for now. Now, there's big reasons why he posted this statement, and we'll talk about that just a few seconds. But yes, huge update here. And the thing is, if you realize, and if you've been following the GameStop story for months rather than just the last couple of days and weeks, you will have noticed that DFV has actually cashed out some slowly over time. I believe the last time he actually cashed out some of his shares / options was on January 26th. So you can see here he has his cash pile of $13 million, which that's not going to go down or up because it's cash. So no matter what happens here, he is essentially set for life. And he played it smart. He cashed out slowly but surely over time. He did not diamond hands forever. Like, that's not what diamond hands forever means type thing. Like, he never said he was going to diamond hands forever. But people just look at him as the leader and like, hey, if DFE is in, I'm going all the way too. Well, that's never what he actually said. So people just want to believe the narrative that they want to be true. And that's why Wall Street Bets is going to be in a downward spiral, and there's going to just be crazy outrage in the next couple days because this price is going to keep going down, in my opinion. Again, entertainment purposes, I don't want the stock price to go down, but this is just what I see happening in the next couple of days and possibly weeks. We'll talk about why it could actually rebound later on, but we need a catalyst. And so this is the catalyst that I talked about earlier, the nuclear bomb. DFV will not be posting updates for a while, maybe ever. We may never hear from DFV again. We don't know. And that is uncertainty, fear, doubt, and that breeds scaredness of people who then will sell off, and diamond hands is not a thing. Let's talk about why he is probably selling, or not selling off, but why he is not posting anymore. So there was reports over the weekend that his real name is Keith Gill, known as Roaring Kitty on YouTube, is under investigation as regulators look at his previous financial advisement job. So they are actually making a case against him for some kind of fraud or collusion or corruption, and they're going back and looking at his job. So he actually worked at, let's see what it says here. It's a financial advisor, New York Times reports. So he was a financial advisor at a brokerage or something like that. And you can read this article. And yet regulators in Massachusetts are now looking into whether Gill violated rules related to his previous job at Boston-based insurance firm Mass Mutual. Gill produced content for the company meant to promote financial wellness and education, according to the Times. Mass Mutual reportedly told Gill that gave his notice on January 21st, but was still an employee through January 28th. Since Gill worked in the firm's securities and investment advisory business and holds a CFA license, the lack of a disclosure regarding his GameStop trade could land him in hot water. So unfortunately, it looks like legally he might have actually screwed up massively with his prior job, which that really, really would suck for him. So yeah, he might be in a lot of oh shit trouble. And this is why he's like gonna back off. And now everyone in the world knows who DFV is. Like there's been tons of research. People have, investigated him. There's also more, so you could read this story. It posts here, back off the daily updates. Then there's also this other story that came out. The Congress actually wants Keith Gill behind the GameStop frenzy to testify at a congressional hearing. So his life has been upended and he's in incredible scrutiny right now. So it is probably in his best interest to stay quiet and not say anything. That's probably what the legal advice of attorneys and smarter people than me, the smarter apes out there, the suits, probably told him what to do. And that's probably why he's doing this stuff, because he's actually under a lot of scrutiny and could be in a lot of trouble for his mishandling of the disclosure thing. Like, you know how they want to screw the little people. Like, that's what the suits do. So the SEC, the suits, the government people, they're going to try and come after him with everything they can, it looks like, and make him pay. Like, this is horrible. This is just insane. And so you have this nuclear option here of like, oh man, I'm not posting. So now the leader, essentially, of the Wall Street Bets movement is no more. Is it true? The reporting makes it look true. DFV's statement makes it look true. This does not look good at all. This looks horrible for the GME gang on Wall Street Bets. So what is a gang without a leader? Well, that's what we're going to find out in the next couple days and weeks. So unfortunately, there's no real good news coming out that we can predict for GameStop coming up. The only good news that we could see is GameStop's quarterly report, but that doesn't come out until 3/25. So we have a long time. We're at 2/4 right now. So you got to wait over a month and about 15 days roughly to get this report that will say, hey, GameStop is doing better in stores. More people are buying consoles. More people are buying games and so forth. Because the rumor right now is that the shareholders, the owners of the company, the board of directors, are actually under lock and key and they can't really buy or sell shares. That's the rumor right now that has been circulated, and that's why you haven't seen any movement in the big shareholders on the board of directors. Again, make sure you do your own research on this, but if it's true, if their shares are all kind of locked up and they can't do anything until this 3/25 period, they're not going to make massive statements or anything like that. They're just going to stay quiet and let everything play out. That means we're most likely not going to get great news from GameStop, the company, anytime soon. It means we're still going to get this massive negative press from everybody. We have the congressional hearings coming up about this stuff. And it looks like a snowball cascading effect of bad news for GameStop and Wall Street Bets. Anyway, guys, hopefully I am wrong on this, but this is my current analysis. I did talk about this the other day, yesterday, about like, hey, if it holds at like $80 or $90, it might be a buy. Well, unfortunately, now it has not held at the $80 to $90, and now it's tanking. So there's another aspect to this. It kind of rose up because of the short squeeze and then the gamma squeeze. So the gamma squeeze can go the other way as well. You can have a gamma squeeze going up, but you can also have a gamma squeeze going down, and I think that's where we're at right now. I think we are also in a gamma squeeze going down with all of the call options being way out of the money, the put options now being in the money, and so forth. So again, do your own research, but it looks like that the GameStop stock is tumbling and it doesn't have any room to kind of survive and breathe. We might see, $15 to $20 GameStop price before the earnings report in March. Like, that very well could happen. We could see GameStop go down to that $15 to $20 mark once again before that earnings report comes out in March. Hopefully I am wrong on this. Hopefully that does not happen, but that is a very, very real possibility. If I were to give percentage bases on this, so I like to do math in percentage-based things. The odds in my opinion, of this stock going down to $15 to $20 is probably around a 75% chance. It is more likely that this stock will go down to the $15 to $20 mark than it is to go up in value. I think it's probably got about a 25% chance of going up in value. The only good thing of the news that has happened is that Robinhood has been releasing restrictions, and I think today currently you can have 500 GameStop shares. So they're slowly increasing restrictions, but people are selling maybe and getting out, and the price is going down. So yeah, 500 shares is still roughly about the same price as it was, 100 shares yesterday and so forth. So it's not really doing much favor. If big players do want to come in, we need good news. We need people like Mark Cuban, Elon Musk, someone to talk and hype up GameStop once again. But it doesn't look like that's gonna happen. Like, we don't know if anyone's else going to come out and defend the small retail traders. We don't know if anyone else is going to talk positively about GameStop, but that is what you would need to have happen. You would need some nice positive media coverage for this to happen. Otherwise, you just have your white knights on Wall Street Bet who are holding the line, trying to diamond hands, and the memes are getting bloodier and bloodier and bloodier as the apes go crazy. Anyway, I will talk to you guys later. Let me know in the comment section. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Post them down below. Love to hear from you guys. And again, as always, I don't want the stock to go down, but this is just what I think mathematically will happen. Probability is that it is probably going to go down to that $15 to $20 mark. I would highly suggest considering selling if you are in GameStop right now. Again, not financial advice, educational purposes only. Hopefully you had entertainment and you aren't being bloodied hand down.